Welcome to the mythical forest with Dee Dee and Boris, and I harvested some stinging
Your
nettle
arm
today.
looks red.
Oh yeah, this one.
Stuff.
Anyway,
Yeah,
yes, it will sting you.
ooh, sting.
So I'm gonna freeze. I'm gonna put this in the freezer and freeze dry it so that I can have it for tea. So I just wanted to show you guys. You definitely have to have on gloves, and I'm just stripping it away like this. And the stem, you could probably do it also, but I'm not going to. I'm going to put it in our fermented plant juice and make fertilizer. And I already collected the roots, and I'm going to make a tincture completely separate for the roots. It's very good for prostate, and stinging nettle is very good. If you want to give it to the, if you want to put it in your dog food, sprinkle it in there after you dry it. It's really good for iron. It's a very, very good plant. If you take it and hit yourself like that, let me do my knee. It reactivates your own body's inflammatory system to start bringing healing into that area. And boy, and it hurts like fire. I'm kind of used to it. It's kind of like people who keep bees. Buster, that's going to burn your mouth.
No.
You can give it to the dog after you've already dried it. But dogs pretty much should have enough sense to get clear of it, because it'll burn, it'll itch them. Buster! So, anyway, my knee is already activated, boy, and it hurts.
Oh boy, I bet.
So, but it's kind of like beekeepers. You know how they get stung so many times that they just are kind of like, whatever? Kind of like that. So, anyway, I'm going to take this over. I'll video I'll video showing them the fermented plant juice. Okay, let's see if I can do this by myself. This stuff stinks, but it's a really good fertilizer. So, this is what you do. You just get rainwater. I don't know what, that's a piece of plastic. And you just put the plant matter in there. Put a little leaf mold. And if you guys want to watch a video on this, go to our playlist. I think it's called the Fertilizer Files. And this is fermented plant juice. And you just let it sit here for months and months on end. This is a year old, and it stinks. But all you need to do is put 10 parts water to 1 part of this, and then you fertilize your plants with it. You don't need to go to the store and buy fertilizer. So, head back in the kitchen, wash my hands, and get on that tincture. I got the roots here. You don't have to put gloves on for that. I'm just going to cut them. You don't really have to do this, but the reason I'm doing this is there's dirt I couldn't get off, and I was too lazy to try to get it all off, so I'm just cutting that, and to make it easier for me to put it in there. So, basically, I just got a little jar, and the only reason I got a little jar and I didn't harvest a whole lot is because I only have a little bit of alcohol. So that's why I decided to do this video real quick, because I just want to finish this up. Basically, what you do is you get this pure grain alcohol right here, 120 proof. It's 60%. This is the minimum amount you can use to make a tincture. So I get Everclear, and I buy grain alcohol. There's other alcohols that you can use, but I like this the best. And if you're in another state, you can get a higher percentage, and that's even better. So I'm just going to cut it up a little more and make it easier to fit in here. And all you do is you put it in the jar, and then you put the lid on it and wait. That is how easy it is. Let me just get a spoon here real quick, or something. That's how easy it is to make a tincture, you guys. It's so easy. And then once you're done letting it sit for a few months, I think it need to sit for at least a month. Then you can take like a little dropper and like drop under your tongue as a medicine. And it's really good, like I said, for like prostate and things like that. I'm going to go ahead and put part of that stem in there. It won't hurt. And then after this, I'm going to do, there's still some dirt. Cut that dirt off. I'm going to do, freeze the stinging nettle leaves. And I'll show you that. So that way I can put them in the freeze dryer. So let's pre-freeze it first. And then I'm going to freeze dry it. So I've got some other stuff in the freezer right now that I'm going to freeze dry. I don't know if I can fit it in with that, but I've got some cannabis, and I've got some, what do you call it? Mint. I might be able to squeeze these stinging nettle in there. But the stinging nettle freeze dries pretty well. And then that way, once you freeze dry it, you can just use it in a tea. You can make hot tea with it, steep it. Once you freeze dry it, though, you still, if you freeze dry it, you still, if you eat it, what's he doing? He's in between your legs.
Yeah, he's so funny.
Look at him. Were you trying to get some stinging nettle root? Here. Like he's chewing it. So, anyway, that's what I'm doing. I just wanted to use up this alcohol, and then I'm going to be right next in just a minute. We'll get back to you once I start putting this in a bag for you and show you how I freeze it. Okay, so now I'm just going to shove this into baggies like this. Doesn't have to be perfect. You just want to cram it in there. And I'm going to freeze it.
Ooh, shit.
So then I can freeze dry.
He just got hit in the face with it.
Well, okay. Make sure you wear gloves.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of squish it like this. And then you can freeze it in the freezer. And then I'm going to put that on the freeze dry trays. If you want to dry this, you can dry it in an air dryer, like a dehydrator. Or you can put this in stir fry. You can stir fry this. You can make juice out of it.
You can put stinging nettle in the stir fry?
Yeah. You can cook it and make stir fry.
Really? But it's what cooked, it deactivates the stinger?
Mm-hmm. So you could freeze this, and then when you're ready for freeze dry, pull it out and put it in your freeze dry. Freeze dry, stir fry. Stir fry, freeze dry.
You stir fry it just like this, like with the onions and
onions. Oh yeah. Just,
like onions and bell pepper, like you stir fry and then you throw the noodles.
Yeah, you can just
and
whatever.
You throw this in.
However you.
However you do your stir fry.
Yeah, just throw that in there, and you can make a tea out of it, and you can make you could juice it. So, let's see. What I was saying about reactivating it, if you do freeze dry it and then you put it in your mouth while it's freeze dry, it's going to reactivate, and I think it might still sting you. So you want to cook it. I think if you juice it, it maybe changes its consistency and you're all right. But anyway, that's how I do it for the freezer. I'm going to put those in the freezer, and when I'm ready to freeze dry, I will put that on the tray, and I'll show you guys if I do that, actually. So if not, I'm going to say goodbye to you right now, and hope you got a lot out of this video. If you want to learn more about freeze drying or gardening or anything, how to make fertilizers, what
is he having?
And you want the dog to be in the shenanigans with you, please go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Mythical Forest on YouTube, okay? Thanks, and God bless all of you. Okay, we've got cannabis in here, and mint, and stinging nettle crammed in there. We're getting ready to freeze dry. Okay, everybody, we got the stinging nettle all done. This is the mint. This is stinging nettle. Listen. Look at that.
It's not stingy anymore?
No. But what we're going to do is we're going to put it in Mylar bags like this. And it's going to last up to 20 years in these Mylar bags. It's not stinging me at all at this point, so.
Do it over.
Okay, I just wanted to show you guys that. This is all the cannabis, and this is mint right here. So, the stinging nettle is done and ready to go in a 20-year Mylar bag. Thanks for watching. Okay, you guys, I'm going to try to do this with one hand. This is the water that came out of the cilantro. That brown stuff right there is just from the sticky tape. I use a sticky tape to hold the drain in place. Now, this is the water that came out of the cilantro and the stinging nettle. And sorry, I'm not holding the camera good, but I just wanted to show you guys. And then I save this water and I use it to water my CBD plants, because I feel like if it's in the plant, it probably doesn't have any fluoride in it and chlorine, so it should be safe for the microbial dirt to not kill the microbials in the dirt. So I put this in my cannabis plants that I've got in the grow room. I'm going to put some greens and some browns in the very bottom of the pot for the worms to eat, so they make castings to help fertilize during the growing of this. But you guys, this is stinging nettle and it stings. Look, watch what I'm going to do. I got a really bad finger. They say if you hit yourself with a stinging nettle, I'm telling you, it burns like crazy. That it'll help with the inflammation. Ooh. Y'all.
Snap.
And my knees are bad too. I'm gonna do my knees. I'm gonna make use of this before I put it in a pot.
Get that knee. Get that knee.
Ooh. Oh, y'all have no idea how bad this hurts. But it feels better when you hit yourself than if you just barely touch yourself. I don't know why. This is stinging nettle. It's good for arthritis and inflammation. Ooh. It causes like a histamine reaction.
Yeah, I bet.
Alright, so I'm going to put one in there for each one for the worms. And I'm going to put a little leaves. Alright, there you go. Look how red it got.
Oh, snap. Yeah. Woo, doggy.
Woo, see how swollen? My knee has a lot of fluid. I'm bone on bone right there.
Ooh,
sometimes y'all see me in the videos. I've got on this weird bionic man brace. That's what it's for, because I'm bone on bone. And I don't want to have a knee replacement surgery. I refuse to do it.
Yeah, no.
I tried the stem cell and it's helped me a lot.